Up against the Tiranga Lions, 8-time AFCON champions. Up against Senegal, who've won the AFCON just once in 2021. Welcome again. This is not Inside AFCON. We're here to bring you live video commentary of the two semi-finals, starting off with Senegal up against Egypt, and then later we'll take you to Rabat. There is the host nation who are coming up against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let me quickly run you through. Okay, before that, my name is Gabi Ofel. Welcome to the show. Let me quickly run you through the starting 11 for the two teams who are set to kick off at 5 p.m. Starting off with Senegal. Senegal has is a 4-3-3 formation. Edouard Mendy is in post. There is a back three of Diatta, Kalidou Koulibaly, who is the captain for the Senegalese today. Nyakate and then Malik Diop. A back four of El Fotu, Rabia and Ibrahim for the two defenders, and then Hani, who's playing as the right back. Fathi Abdelmagid and Ataya, and then Ashu, who will be operating as a 10 today. Mohamed Salah leading the attack with Omar Mamouche. So kickoff is at 5 p.m. Just some few minutes to that big game. The first semi-finals at the Grand Stade de Tanger in Morocco. That's Tanger, a 65,000 capacity stadium. I've got Bernard Abeko watching studio with me, Kwabna Mafo and Michael Entry Bosiako to get into the analysis, and then later we'll take you to Tanger for that live radio commentary from the BBC World Service, and then after that game we'll switch to Rabat for the second game involving Nigeria v Morocco. Let me welcome the guys. You can also send in your thoughts to 053996 996 053996 996. Hi guys, welcome.
Thank you.
You good?
I'm a miracle.
Kwabna, Michael?
Yeah, super. By grace yourself.
Okay, all right. I'm good too. We have just some few minutes to go. I believe you have seen the starting 11 for the two teams. Let me start off with you, Bernard. Salah is leading the attack for the Egyptians together with Omar Mamouche. And what are you trying to do?
Say again. Salah is what?
Just quick thoughts on that formation. Looks like the one the Nigerians did. With Egyptians, they have Ashu, who is operating like the 10. A similar thing to what the Nigerians did, where they have Ademola Lookman behind Victor Osimhen and Akko Adams. Impressed with the starting 11?
Yeah, you have the opportunity to pick your best 11 for an encounter like this, don't you, as a manager? Because this game, it has the potential of letting you lose your job or maintaining it, and it's quite important to throw your wild cards and also keep your sensitive cards on the bench that can come onto the pitch of play and do a bit of magic. So I see the lineup, especially for the two sides, and I see that this is a crouch encounter, right from the Senegal goalkeeper Mendy to the other half, in Egypt's half,
El
Shanawi. Solid stuff. This is Africa at its biggest party, and the two teams gotten players who've won the African best player in Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Once upon a time, played together. Liverpool knows each other's strength. Should I say fortunately or fortunate or unfortunate? They are facing each other in the opposite half and on the pitch of play, and everyone's experience is counted on to carry their teams ahead into the next phase of the competition. Look, we can go through all the stats and the maths and head to head and what have you. It's on these individual players and the fun that they've had in this competition to be able to allow us enjoy the last 4 teams of this tournament. We've seen we mentioned teams that we felt were going to give us that kind of game. An example is Nigeria and Algeria. And we didn't see that end-to-end action we all envisaged. we thought we were going to have that sort of pressing and seeing. It looked like the boys were rather in a hurry to return to their clubs, to go to their club side. So to see this particular fixture, Senegal, Egypt, it gets me excited because I begin to think about the style of play, what I've seen in Egypt. Not really the Egypt would want to see in a tournament, score by a lot of goals, 3-4 in repeated sessions, but they would have to do it now because the Senegalese don't give up.
Yeah,
they don't give up. So it comes back to the bench now, as I explained in my earlier commentary. It comes back to the bench, the experience, on the bench from the coaching unit to be able to help these guys produce their best.
Coming on the part of Senegal, right? They are looking to reach the AFCON final for the third time, and in the last 4 editions of the competition. Impressed with what they've done so far, especially with the starting 11 from Papi Thiaw today.
Okay, so with Senegal, should I say they are consistent with their lineups that they do? The only difference mostly they do is the number 9, which is the forward line, is the one that they will mostly change. But when you check their lineup today, the players that played against the Malians in the quarterfinal games, only Nicolas Jackson is the only difference. So that should tell you that they are always consistent in what they do. The same thing applied when they played against Sudan. They are always consistent in their lineups. If they have to do any lineup or any changes to the lineup, about just 1 or 2 players are those that they change. But that's been brilliant from Mozambique, Senegal, and
from the head coach.
It's very good from them. They've not really impressed me very well because the kind of football they are playing. Fine, they started the group stages very well. We also saw how they had to just come back to score against Sudan. The same thing against Mali. The Malians even had a red card in the first half. That Bissouma had a red card, but we thought maybe the Senegalese would have scored more goals, but they struggled. After the 1 goal, they struggled a bit in the game, and you could see the striking force is one key place that they have to really check. But their lineup is very good. The 4-3-3 they want to play is very good. I feel like they want to pile more pressure on the Egyptians, which is going to be very good, because when you go to the Egyptian squad, their previous game against Ivory Coast, they played a 3-back system. Now they are playing a 4-back system. They realize that against the Ivorians are very fast. They have very pacey players, the likes of Diallo and the rest. So they were able to concede 2 goals. That was from set pieces and other things. And the Ivorians had a lot of chances. So because they saw that lapses in that game, they had to now come back. Now they feel like, now a 4-back system is going to help them, because Senegal has the likes of Iliama Ndiaye. Is there. Nicolas Jackson very fast. Sadio Mane will also put his experience in it. The fullbacks of Senegalese are also very, very fast. So they have to sit back and say, okay, a 4-back system is going to be best for us. So I will be able to defend very well, because with the Senegalese, the truth is, if you don't defend very well against them, they will punish you a lot. So you have to defend very well when you are playing against them. And that's why I feel like Hossan Hassam of the Egyptian coach, I feel like he feels like playing a 4-back system against the Senegalese team is going to really help them. So this game is going to be a very good one, a very tough one that we are going to experience.
Michael, before I come to you, let me just run our listeners through the results of both teams from the group stage right through to where they've reached. For Senegal, they started with a 3-0 win over Botswana. They played out a 1-0 draw with DR Congo. They beat that's Benin by 3-0, and then they beat Sudan by 3-1, and they beat Mali again by 1-0. So it's 4 wins, 1 draw for the Teranga Lions. On the part of the Egyptians, they also started their campaign with a 2-1 win over Zimbabwe, beat South Africa by 1-0, played out a goalless draw with Angola, and then they followed that up with a 3-1 win over Benin.
The 3-1 win over Benin. The referee who is officiating today's game was the referee on that day.
The Gabonese referee.
The Gabonese referee, Pierre Acho. So it's going to be a very good one. So the Egyptians know him very well.
Okay. Michael, talk to me about what you're expecting from these two countries. You think they deserve to be where they are?
Yeah, very, very. Honestly, they deserve to be where they are. I think that this is a tournament that I mean, we've got into this final phase. The